Hi, I'm Molly Wood, and welcome to the Buzz Report, the show about the tech news that everyone is talking about. This week, yes, Virginia, Macs can get malware. The war on Sony goes on, and one of the easiest punchlines in tech is soon to be history, forever. But first, it's the Gadget of the Week. The Gadget of the Week is the new Barnes & Noble Nook Simple Touch Reader. It's meant to be kind of a Kindle killer. It's a smaller Nook with a black and white e-ink screen like the Kindle, but it's a touch screen. So basically, if you still want your books to look like books, there's a Nook for that. That was a lot of rhyming. The new Nook costs $139, like the Kindle, and has built-in Wi-Fi but no 3G. And I gotta say, I remember when Barnes & Noble announced it was making an e-reader, and some people thought that was kind of silly. And then the first one was not good. So then some people thought they were doomed. Well, those people are suddenly thinking about buying a new Nook. So enjoy that last laugh, Barnes & Noble. And now for the news. Apple had a bit of a malware scare over the past couple of weeks. An annoying little bit of malware called Mac Defender started making the rounds on Mac computers in the early part of May. It mostly just generated porn pop-ups, so nothing super malicious, but it was actually Mac malware in the wild, which basically no one was willing to believe, and Apple certainly wasn't interested in publicizing. Because Macs don't get viruses, everyone. Support reps actually leaked internal information about how Apple told customer support not to provide any help if the customer said they were infected with Mac Defender, which is just about the time that the media storm got bad enough that Apple finally put up a blog post telling users how to remove Mac Defender malware and hopefully avoid it in the first place. So thanks for that. And listen, I would imagine that there will be more attempts to deliver malware and Trojans and other nasty things to Mac users in the future. So Apple, you might not be able to handle that with the same old long silence and then magical solution from on high that you're used to. Because if the next piece of badware steals passwords or credit card information, that shit is not going to fly. Poor Sony just keeps getting hacked. The company had to report this week that personal data from almost 10,000 users was stolen from two of its sites, one in Canada and one in Greece. Sony said only emails, passwords, and phone numbers were stolen, not credit card information, and that the sites weren't part of the main Sony network. Also, though, the company said Sony sites in Indonesia and Thailand were hacked, but no information was stolen. I mean, what are their server passwords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Come on, guys. Although it is surprisingly hard to feel sorry for Sony. I mean, remember that time they made their music CDs secretly drop rootkits on your computers? Go look that one up. But seriously, lulz hacker types, maybe that's enough. Because I mean, if you keep this up, you might get things like the French president calling for a more regulated internet to keep things civilized. He was speaking this week at the EG8 forum, a get-together about the internet and its effect on global commerce. He seemed generally to indicate that net neutrality was a bit naive, intellectual property rights are king, and everyone just needs to be reasonable about things like France's 3 strikes law, which lets private industries accuse citizens of piracy without due process and can result in those citizens getting kicked offline completely. The European Union, by the way, rejected the idea of a nationwide 3 strikes law. So see, civilized and reasonable tend to mean different things to different people. But merci anyway, Monsieur Sarkozy. And finally, tech unicorns are officially an endangered species. The white iPhone came out, and now Duke Nukem Forever has gone gold. Yeah, that means the code is done, the game discs are being burned, the trailers are out, the marketing is happening. June 14th, people, the date is set. What could possibly delay it now? Too easy. And that's the Buzz Report for this week, everyone. I'm Molly Wood, and thank you for watching. This looks like a little Joey pouch.
Oh, I know it doesn't.
I like. Or I could do my Napoleon. Welcome to the Buzz Report. Bienvenue à Buzz Report.